Everybody, it's your boy Universal Veteran here again with another video, and today we are going to be live streaming the HellBrute. Damn it. Alright, so we have to continue with the live with the HellBrute because I haven't actually finished him yet. So we got a lot of work left for him to go. I'm going to be working on him over the next 2 hours or so, 2.5 hours maybe, but I'm still getting everything set up, so give me a moment. I have to get a cup of water. Give me 1 second, guys. So where I left off at with this HellBrute, I was working on. Oh, yes, I still have that cough. I know I'm late. I had to get my son upstairs. I had to eat dinner and everything. Quite the process. And then I was charging my phone because it was at 15% before I got off, or before I wanted a live stream, so I had to charge that up. But we're gonna work on the HellBrute. I got to get all the highlights done with the Ogren camo, and then I got to start adding all of the different shades with the skin parts to try and add that extra layer of detail with it. This guy's going to take a while with the green, so I'm going to live stream a little bit longer tonight just so I can get all that extra detail. And before I do that, I want to zoom in on my camera so you guys can actually see the detail, but I got to get it perfectly right there. That should be fine. Okay, let's see. Let me look at my camera at the same time and see how that looks. I think that looks pretty good. Can you guys see that really well? Let me know. If I turn them around, how good's the detail like that? There might be situations to where you really can't see me working just because it's like I might be closer to my face and the camera won't catch it, but I will try my best to actually give you guys the full detail of this, so we don't have that problem. But just forewarning, just letting you know that that might happen. Where did we leave off at? So I think I did this shoulder, that part of the gun, and then I did the undercarriage of the weapon as well. Interior of the weapon's really not that important, minus this part. I'll get this part done. So try to do our best with this. You're not really going to see this part just because it's really inside of the armor itself, but oh fuck. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well. Uh-oh. Glue. Where's the glue? Okay. One moment. Yeah, I did not expect that to happen. That was a little fucking random, but well, thankfully it just pops in here nice and easy. Holy shit, that scared the hell out of me. Alright. Thankfully it's not the arm that we're working on, but fuck. Oh, all right. Hold up. A good opening to the fucking video, I guess. We'll just let that sit for a second. Alright, let me try and open this. So, damn it. Thankfully, I bought this bigger part at the Citadel part. And it wasn't even the part that I was working on either that popped off. God damn. That scared the fuck out of me for a second. Alright. Let's get back into it. So, actually, no. Let's not work on that part. That kind of freaked me out for a minute. So, we're going to work on the back part. So basically, this edge highlighting shit with the Ogren camo is really, really difficult. So I can't guarantee that I'm going to be talking much during this, just because I have to get right up against the back of the armor joint or every edge. Holy fuck, who the fuck is messaging me? What is that? Turn that down completely. I really got to focus on this. How's it going, Jackson? Yeah, I turned it all the way down. I don't know why it continues to go off. Yeah, there we go. Hey, that's cool. I was actually considering doing orcs in the future at some point, but I think that would be pretty fun. I've been listening to an orc novel the last like 5 hours or so, so it's quite enjoyable. Well, you know, I've been listening to the Gazcool origin story on Audible, and that's been quite fun. But I don't know. I have so many different projects of stuff that I want to do that it's quite the headache thinking about getting through everything, to be honest. But I'm sure if I manage to do it someday, I'll get through it all. Because it's not like I want to have like 5 boys, you know? You can't just have 5 fucking boys. You have to have like an entire fucking wall, you know? It's just not, you can't just half-ass it. You gotta have the fucking, oh god, what is it called? Fuck, I can't think of what is the Titan called for orcs. I can't think of them. I can't think of what that's actually called. Damn it. Jackson, you know what it is. You tell me. Oh, yes, a stampa. I couldn't come up with the word. I wanted to ask too, how well can you see me edge highlighting? Is that pretty detailed and like up close? Like, can you actually see the lines that I'm making on the back, on his back armor right now? A little bit to your left. Okay. Yeah, that's the problem, because it's like my camera currently is zoomed in, so you really can't, it's really hard to get this in a good enough position to allow it to be fully seen. especially when I'm like trying to put it in a position for myself. Um, but at the same time, it's really hard because it's like I want to show you guys exactly what I'm doing. Okay, well, that's good. I'm glad. So I never explained exactly what I'm going to be doing, but I'm going to finish all the edge highlighting for the green. From there, I'm moving on to the skin because I want to not highlight, but I want to give the skin a little bit more detail with a lighter color. I was actually considering after I put this on here, I was tomorrow or maybe even tonight. It depends on how late it takes me to get this. I'm going to try and get a lighter color for the skin to add some veins into the all the skin bits, you know, just so it gives a little bit more detail that you can actually see. And then to end everything, I want to actually start working on the spine because the spine is something that I've been looking forward to doing for a while now. But I've been saving it for last, to be honest. If you hear screaming upstairs, it's because my son is currently on his VR. He's on spring break at the moment, and because of that, he is playing at 8:40 at night. So he's fucking in the moment with what he's doing. So with my phone being extra sensitive in terms of picking up sounds, there's a high probability that you're going to be hearing him scream his fucking lungs out for no reason. But yeah, I managed to get done Death Guard unit and then 4 Poxwalkers this weekend. I got a shit ton of Poxwalkers to go through. So I managed to get 4 done, and in the future, during the weekends, I plan on doing at least 2 Poxwalkers per weekend. It sounds like a lot, but I have 70 to go through, and I'm never going to be able to get through it if I don't dedicate some time with it. And since I want to have an authentic Death Guard army, I have to go about painting them to be able to play them on the tabletop in the future whenever I decide to actually go about doing that. So, yeah. Well, I actually got it off a guy from Facebook. So the story behind that is I just found it on Facebook. You know, there wasn't anything detailed about it but when I got there and got it from the guy, he explained that he actually got it from one of his buddies. He didn't explain how he got it from one of his buddies, but basically, I'm assuming this is just my speculation that his buddy was fucking quitting or had some bill or something that he needed to pay, and he decided to sell it to his friend, and his friend like probably decided he wasn't really interested in it, so decided to sell it to me. But I managed to snag like literally like fucking 50 Death Guard units, this HellBrute, like 3 of the Blight Crawlers, like just so much, 70 fucking Poxwalkers, and I paid like $200 for it all. Like, it was the deal of a fucking lifetime when it comes to Death Guard, in all honesty. But because of that, I now have to manage to paint fucking 70 Poxwalkers. And I've been slowly working towards painting all of the Death Guard, but that takes at least, I would say, 4 to 5 hours of maybe 3 to 4 hours worth of painting to be able to do it justice, you know? So in that aspect, it's going to take me a long ass time to get through. All right, this part you're really not going to see because these are his knee joints. I really can't see either just because of the light. It's fuckery. But there's his back shoulder right there. I don't know how well you can see that, but just a simple edge highlight. All right, this side should be glued enough to the point to where I can actually... Yeah, you do 70 boys, I'll do 70 Death Guard. How about that? Yep. Oh, fuck. Shit. Hold up. Damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. It's so hard to make these fucking perfect. I'm not the best with edge highlighting. I've been trying. My biggest thing is keeping the correct size for the edge highlight, you know? Like, I have the fucking control, but, like, the size consistency is what I struggle the most at. Keeping it consistent is fucking hard. I don't know how to do that. I look at all these photos off of Pinterest and whatnot, and it's all the edge highlights are literally the exact same. And it's like, how the fuck do you manage that? How do you possibly manage the same consistency? Ugh. You know, it makes it easier because it's like I'm working with a massive shoulder blade right now, you know? So it's like it's a lot easier for me to do this properly. But at the same time, it's like you have to have the consistent amount of paint on your brush at all times for you to be able to realistically have the same size for the edge highlight, you know? And then what do you do when the paint starts to dry on your brush, you know? It's like, oh, you got to go back into it and you got to get a little bit more. But during the last like second of adding the edge highlight, now it's not the same size. And it's like, how in the hell do these people, these professional fucking painters, maintain the same size when the brush is so infrequent with its application towards the model, you know? I honestly don't get it. But I try my best, and I feel like I'm getting better at it, but as I look at the model afterwards, I always like, oh, god damn it. It just pisses me off a lot of the times. Like that, you know? Can you see that? It's like I'm trying to properly place the brush down, but I can't get the consistency, the size dimension the same. That was a lot better. You see that? That's a hell of a lot better. But these edges are a pain in the ass, especially like right here because the tip of the brush has less ink. I now have to dab it a little bit just to be able to get it. But I don't know. Making a mountain out of a molehill here, but I want it to be perfect, you know? See, like right now, the brush is pretty much dry at the tip, so I have to add more to it, but it's like, how do I know the right consistency to add? Because like even now, it's not applicating properly. And oops, well, now this side is bigger than that side. I don't know. I guess this really comes down to trial and error. I guess you just kind of learn as you go, but fuck. Like that. That was really unintentional. I did not mean to make that big. All right. So there's the shoulder pad. I don't know if you can see that. especially right there. That's a hell of a lot fatter than right there, but that's the best we got. Um, but outside of this, my weekend was really good. Hold up. Makes it easier to see what I should highlight. And the recesses are really dark too. Yep. That makes sense. I don't think I really struggle necessarily about when I should apply the shading. It's just a matter of the application, really. I got the control, I got the timing, but the applying is the struggle. But like I was saying, is I had a pretty good weekend. Could have been better, could have been worse. Overall, I think it was a pretty decent weekend. I got a bunch done in terms of minifigures. Got a bunch done in terms of spending time with family. Overall, pretty average weekend, I would say. I really want to work on some flesh tears because I've been doing dark. I've been doing Death Guard for the last week and a half, nonstop, and I'm really not necessarily tired of it per se, but I really want to work on a few of my Space Marines. So I think over the next couple days, that's what I'm going to be doing. If I don't finish this tonight, I'm going to be working on that tomorrow, or I'm going to be working on this tomorrow if I don't finish it tonight. But if I finish it tonight, then I will be doing Flesh Terrors for the next couple days, so probably Monday and Tuesday. Kind of depends. I might even do Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday Flesh Terrors, just to paint them properly. But that all comes down to my work schedule and whatnot. Well, for me, Jackson, it's not warm enough yet to really go fishing, and I'm not willing to actually stand in the fucking cold to do that. So we gotta wait until at least April for the weather to warm up necessarily to go kayaking and then fishing at the same time with me and my son. So for now, I still gotta get my fishing license for Iowa and Minnesota as well, but yeah, we can't go fishing. But did you end up catching anything at all, or catching anything worth keeping at least? I honestly haven't really caught anything larger than about a foot. In any of the lakes that I've been to, I haven't caught shit. The biggest I caught was a bass that was about 12 inches or so. But because I didn't have a cooler or anything, I had to actually let him go. And that was last year when we were kayak fishing. Tried for keeping catfish, but just... Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know why, but it's always like fucking small things that me and my son catch together. Nothing really worth keeping, but a lot of shit like worth throwing back. Okay. One more finger to go. I get the thumb. I got the thumb. Oh, he only has 4 fucking fingers. I didn't even realize that until now. What the fuck? So what other green do we have to do for the edge highlighting? Honestly, I think that's it. Yeah, I think we got it all, to be honest. Wow. Okay. Well, that part's done. I thought we had more than that. I'm going up to Ontario to fish pike and walleye late in the summer, and on the 1st of June going out. Oh, okay. Well, me and my girlfriend, we like to kayak fish a lot, so, or like I like to kayak fish, she likes to kayak. But for the most part, we've just been exploring all the lakes in Minnesota just because there's a shit ton, you know. So in that aspect, we barely even made it out of our district, let alone everything around like Minneapolis, St. Paul, and whatnot. So yeah, we got quite the adventure to go on over the next coming months and this summer. She enjoys it a hell of a lot more than I do. I enjoy it for the fishing aspect, but for her, it's like life, you know. So there might be situations where I throw her ass into the water and just like, all right, you go. I will come back home and paint for the next like 8 hours. You can enjoy your time in the lake, because I ain't doing it. Let's see. So basically right now I'm just adding some color into the recesses of this guy just so it pops a little bit more. Often enough to make Whopper Plumber. Huh. I'll look into it. I don't think I've ever heard of that. I'm not really knowledgeable when it comes to actually fishing, to be honest. I mean, I do it every year, but at the same time, it's like I don't really know my shit because it's like I do it because my son enjoys it. So it's not really an expertise type of thing. It's just whatever I can find at the moment at the Walmart to buy. So, like I said, I'm just adding a darker or a lighter color for all of the skin tones at the moment. I'm going to try and add some veins in this as well. Oh, okay. Well, me and him have a tandem kayak, a double kayak, so we're able to. It's actually pretty large in that aspect. So me and him are actually able to probably reel in a substantial sized fish, but that's never happened so far. So maybe one day, but for the moment, we're not at that point yet. Maybe this year. If I can hope for it this year. Something bigger than a foot. Ugh. Like, I want to fucking reel in something that's enough to pull a kayak, you know? Like, fucking drag our ass in the lake. Like, that's what I want. I want to fucking catch like that. But I doubt it, to be honest. We've gone to like 9 or 10 different lakes last year, and nothing. Barely anything. Well, you know, I would think that it would be family bonding time, but my son last year fucking could care less about kayaking. So it's like, you know, I try to make the most out of the situation, but he just don't give a rat's ass about it. I mean, granted, I feel like he will remember it, but at the moment, he's just like, I would rather be on Xbox, you know, instead of being out here in the hot ass sun. But I don't know. I feel like it would be a family bonding type of thing. It's just he's not at that point yet to really recognize it for what it is. But I'm sure he will come around to the idea as he gets older. You know, he's only, well, 9, turning 10, but as he gets older in life, he will start to appreciate it a lot more. Start him young. Yep. Honestly, there's really no set area that I'm adding all this pink to. I'm really adding it to where I think the shadows would be best in terms of like where the pink would apply properly, if that makes sense. Yeah, she started kayaking at a very young age. I didn't start kayaking until I met her. So for me, it's like still getting into it. I'm not quite at that level of like, all right, this is my life, you know. During the summer, this is all I want to do. For me, it's like, well, this is fun and all, but I'd rather just sit in one spot and fish for 2 hours, you know? Fish. So I don't know how well this is turning out. I will show you guys in a minute. I'm almost done with the pink, to be honest. Um, I'm just adding in all the extra brightness to it. Well, I enjoy kayaking now, so there's that. You know, for all it's worth, I still enjoy kayaking and it's fun to actually get out there, but I would prefer fishing other than sitting there fucking killing myself for 2 hours rowing or using the fucking paddles. But that's just me. So I will buy my proper kayak in the future and you can enjoy your fucking 9-mile kayaking spree. To each their own. Let her fucking run a marathon while I do a trot. Alright, how's that looking so far? Let me scoot it a little bit back. This has added all the pink into it. I don't know how you can see the head and whatnot. I will show you all that. But it should have added a little bit more detail to it. The last thing I want to do tonight is I want to try and add some veins into the armor joints and the areas like the back of his hips, this arm, these 2 arms, and then maybe like in between these little joints right here at the top, you know. I want to give it that realistic feeling to it, as if like the muscle is bulging underneath. Oh, let's move it over forward a little bit. Oh, about right there. Maybe you can see that a little bit more. Not the greatest, but it works. All right. Let's move on to the next color. I want to keep using this brush, so I'm going to clean it off real quick. as good as I can, because this is the only brush that I really have at the moment that has a very good tip to it. All right, so let's see. I'm going to start adding the glowing effect to this guy. I know it's a little bit early, because I still need to do this weapon, but I want to get this out of the way just because this is a part that I've been looking forward to doing for a while, but I can't not do it now. So this one's going to be hard because I got to get it right in his helmet area. And I didn't mean to drop it on his fucking head. Basically, I want his helmet to glow with like an eerie green light. So when it comes to like the armor around his faceplate, I want it to glow like Horus's helmet, you know, in red. Let me see if I can pick this little piece up. There we go. I got it. I don't really need to add much, to be honest. Just enough to cover the edges. Enough to give it that impression that it's glowing. From what I learned, you want to put it, this glowing effect, the Tesseract glow, in the deeper recesses, and then highlight it when it comes to like the helmet and whatnot. It needs to be lighter, so it needs to be mixed with like Lamia medium or whatnot, so it's not so intense. So like that is good. Let's see, I got a little bit of the edges right there on the copper bits in between, and then the same thing with like the edges of the spikes. Both sides. So that gives it like its initial glow, you know. And then the same thing with like the cables. So I want the interior of his body to be represented by the glowing aspect of like the Nurgle's blessings, you know. So I'm going to get into the deeper areas of the cabling and whatnot. Oop. I need a little bit more than that. So in between all these little gaps, I want to add more glowing effect to the armor so you can actually see it. So it's almost like the interior body part is glowing with Nurgle's fucking decay and whatnot, you know. That's the whole concept that I'm going for. Let's see, that needs to be a little bit more. And then when it comes to like the edges of these wires, I can just kind of casually highlight it a little bit, just so it like, it's almost, I like to think, because of how dark or how bright the glow is, when it shines out, it lightens up the edges of each one of these wires. So like the front part wouldn't be glowing, you know, it would be just the little bit of edges on the wiring themselves that would be the part that's glowing the most. So I'll show you what that looks like. And then when it comes to like the torso, the same thing applies. It's like the interior of the muscles is what's keeping this guy functioning. All that fucking energy or whatnot that Nurgle uses to animate his shit. So the deeper you can get the glowing effect into, the better it will look. I wouldn't necessarily say like the boils and like pustules, like oops, hold up. All right, stay. I don't know if you can see this little boil in the back. I'm not going to add any. Oh fuck. This boil back here. I'm not going to add any glowing effect to that because that's more of like a pus-filled wound than anything else. Okay, my son is fucking loud. All right, you see that? Maybe, maybe not. Same thing with this mouth right here, this little jaw. This jaw needs to just be filled with the color in the way, way back. And then like the joints, it would just be like a light color around these gears and whatnot. Nothing too heavy. It's the same concept. You want to go dark to light when it comes to the color. Well, I didn't get that. No, I just said it, but that's just because my brush skills suck sometimes. And then the head. Ooh, the fucking head. So, right in between, in the deepest recesses, you need to apply. I'm going to apply this. I don't want to add too much too because I don't want to overpower the model with the glowing effect. In between the chains, in between the wires. There we go. I think somebody said on YouTube that 70% of the model should be covered by the base coat. 30% with the highlights and shading, and then the rest, the 10% should be. Oh, how's it going, Chris? 10% should be all the extra details. Have you started working on your Emperor's Children yet? You fucking better, considering how much you paid for those goddamn things. I'd be opening them as soon as I got home. No, I haven't seen the second edition Noise Marines, but Chris here just bought the new Emperor's Children fucking models. So I want to see them bitches. You better be fucking working on them right now. So, like I was saying, I'm going to add the deeper glow effect to the spine. Busy my ass. You're busy doing nothing. You got some fucking Emperor's Children to work on, man. Ain't nothing more important than that. Hockey can hold off. You don't need to watch any games. You got painting to do. Well, have a good night, Jackson. I will see you in the next video or next live stream if you decide to jump in. But it was nice having you, man. Don't have too much fun without me. Just so, Chris, just call into work tomorrow. Just say that you're sick and you have a lot to do, and like, oh man, I got the flu. Just spend all day painting your emperor's children. Yeah, have a good rest of your night, man. Excuses. Just excuses. Oh, your boss. Okay, well, you know what? That might not necessarily work, but you don't have to say that you fucking just. I watched a video earlier today where a wife texted her husband and said, pass out on video camera, because they had video cameras in her house. And she's like, pass out on video camera so I can get off work. And he proceeds to fucking fall over like a rag doll, just so she could fucking get out of work and claim, oh no, my husband passed out. I need to go and get him, you know? I mean, you could just do the same thing. Just say that, oh, your cat is having a fucking seizure. You need to take him to the vet, you know? Nah, I'm sure you could fucking figure it out. I believe in your skills. I could probably tell my work right now, like, oh, I'm having car problems, I can't come in, and they'd be like, okay. But that's just because I have fucking a cool work where they're just like, they don't give a fuck. Well, I've never actually watched Gary Oldman, Megan, so that's something we're gonna have to like figure out in the future and watch together. Train? Oh yeah, I had to fucking yep. So, well, it's from Tuesday to Friday. There's a guy that they're hiring a new fucking guy to come work, and it's because one of the trucking companies in my area went out of business. They just fucking closed shop one day. 150 fucking drivers in my town of like what 30,000 people. So quite the amount of fucking drivers, truck drivers to hire. So they've hired two people, and he has to go through orientation on Monday, and I gotta hire his ass to fucking work. I gotta teach him the whole PeopleNet system and whatnot. That's the system we use as truck drivers, but it's a bitch because I can't fucking do all the normal shit that I normally do. I can't even listen to 40K novels because you don't know what the guy's fucking like. If I touch my phone at any point in time, you can be like, whoa, you have people, you're hiring fucking drivers who like use their phone while they're at work. And it's just like, bruh, come on now. So I have to play it safe and fucking act like I'm the model employee when I'm just fucking trying to put on a Horus Heresy book. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is, you know. Like, I get the fact that I'm not supposed to use my phone while I'm at work, but I spend literally 90% of my time to fucking listening to Audible. So I told her, like, I'm bringing my fucking headphones to work, because if, like, at some point me and this guy aren't going to talk anymore, we've talked about everything, and I'm just like, I'm not doing it. I'm not fucking not listening to my book, so I'm bringing that shit with me. So that guy can kiss my ass if he wants to. Then again, he might be cool and just like decide, oh, well, I don't give a fuck, you know? But I can't plan for that because I've never actually trained anybody. So it's one of those like fucked up situations where it's I don't know, so better to be smart. Well, it's not that I'm training him to replace me because I plan on fucking moving up to Minnesota in 2 months. So it's like it don't matter in that aspect. But I can't be losing my job at the moment, so it is important. So what you're saying is accurate in a sense. Alright, I'm trying to add more of the fucking green in this. Fuck. So I'm just adding all the green into the deeper recesses of this guy's armor as I go along. It seems like a lot, but trust me, it really isn't. This guy has a lot of fucking protrusions that lead toward deeper recesses. That's what I'm gonna do with these like stacks right here. I'm gonna paint the top of this. And then a little bit of the outside too, so you can see it from the front. I want to get that ooh-woo, that shit that you sent me, so I can add the... Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it to this hand right here. This interior of the hand and, like, the interior of these, like, bone protrusions. I want to add in all of the fucking... that extra stuff. Yeah, the slime. But I haven't even ordered it yet. I'm gonna have to wait until Thursday. I'm painting it. I'm gonna paint certain spots, but other spots I'm gonna leave transparent. I want to have like a bloody color on certain areas, but other areas I want it to be like transparent for that like mouth gristle, you know? All right. Jesus Christ, nice hander. Fucking screaming into the void. All right. I'm going to show you where we're at right now. All right, let me look. So this is where we're at the moment. I don't know how well you can see all like the green, the fucking part of the skin. It'll probably look better in video, to be honest. All right, what was it that we were working on next? Oh, let's do. find the red. No. No. Blood for the blood god. Just one little drop. That's all we need. Clean this off properly before we start. So my son is on spring break all next week or all this week. So that's going to be fun. Let's see. So how do I want to do this? I think I'm going to paint the blood for this spine, the interior of his spine, and around each one of the joints. Thankfully, my mom's able to watch my son, but it's fucking lovely. I was going to take him with me to work one of these days just to give her a break, but I can't do that now that I'm training a fucking guy. Oh, Jesus. Well, you have fun with that. That sounds like a lot of fun. I mean, I don't know how much of a dog person you actually are, but... Excuse me. Yeah, I was going to say too, Megan has a big-ass fucking dog that I have to pick up shit for every week. That I go to her house, and he has like an entire Walmart bag worth of fucking shit that I have to pick up. Like, when I say a literal, like, Walmart bag's worth, that's what I mean. Like, every week that I go there, I have to pick. The worst I did was 2 weeks of not going to her house, and I had to pick up 2 fucking, like, Walmart bags worth of shit. All the way full to the top. Ugh. Especially when it was like 5 fucking degrees outside. It was like brutal. Granted, it was okay because it was all frozen, but then it would stick to the grass. So then I wasn't able to actually pick it all up properly. And then some of it would be covered by snow. So you'd end up in situations where, like, oh, sorry, you didn't pick up half the shit this week. So next week you now have double. Okay. 5 degrees. I don't know what that is. Ugh. Hold up. 5 degrees. Fahrenheit Celsius. It's negative 15 Celsius. I think the worst I had it at her house. No. Yeah, it turns into a fucking poop soup. Fucking during the days that it warms up. Like today, it was fucking, I don't know, 35 degrees, and it turned into a fucking mud haven around her doors. And it's just like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, we use the proper temperature here in America, you know, Chris. We don't use that C bullshit, you know. We use the American fucking shit, like the proper way the rest of the world should use it. God damn it! Like, fuck that C shit. I don't even understand it. Like, honestly, like, Chris, when I say, oh, it's 70 degrees, it feels great outside. It feels warm. It feels nice. But when I say it's 21.1 degrees Celsius, that sounds like a bunch of horse shit. Like, that doesn't sound warm to me. That doesn't sound comfortable. That sounds like hell. because it's 21. Like how do you fucking figure that to be like, oh, that's a nice temperature, 21°C. Like, nope, you can kiss my ass with your fucking C shit. I'm a blooded American. I need my proper enunciation. Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm just adding blood to this guy. Just random blood parts all around his body to give it that, like, fucked up feel. Yeah, pretty much. I think the highest it got last year was like 104 degrees or something like that. Last August or something. Which is pretty fucking hot, but like not as hot as you think it'd be. It's definitely been hotter in Iowa. Damn near being Texas temperature where it's like fucking 110 all year round. But we get the humidity. Like, Minnesota gets the dry shit. What do you mean bullshit? Iowa gets all the fucking humidity. You were complaining last year like, oh my god, it's too fucking humid here. Yeah, whatever. Whatever you say. I remember clearly you saying that you were fucking bitching because, oh, the humidity was just too much. Well, yeah. So yeah, it sucks a hell of a lot more because it's always hotter. It proved my point. I mean, you could have humidity, but it's like a nice, cool 80 degrees. Yep, that's true. No, Get your ass back. Fuck. Get back. I swear to God, I fucking spray this cat multiple times to get him off my fucking desk. But no matter how many times I do it, he keeps fucking coming back. I love the cat, but even Megan's taught me that his paws are covered in his fucking litter. I don't need that on my fucking desk. Oops, sorry, you can't see what I was doing. I was spraying the cat. I have a water sprayer right here that I'm using for the cat. Anytime he gets on my desk or whatnot, I spray him. Just so he can learn so he can learn to not get on my desk. Okay, I think I added all of the blood to this guy. I'll show you real quick what it looks like.
Can I have something to drink?
Yes. Hold up, I need. No. No. Alright, so one last color for tonight. I'm going to do Nurgle's Rot. I'm going to add the rotting bits to his back. Honestly, I really don't know what else to do with him. I think this might be my last I need to do his
Okay,
eyes.
drink.
I don't know. Find something else.
You usually say it.
No, you're not getting any soda, so
I'm not saying that.
just get water then.
That's what I'm talking about. Where's water? There's none in the fridge.
Just in the sink.
I don't want chocolate. What about that water?
Actually, I'm gonna add this before I get off.
What about the water in your car?
Huh?
What about that water you brought in the car?
Yeah, you can look.
Is
I'm gonna
your
add.
privacy unlocked?
It should be.
Oh, it's not. No kitties.
A little bit glow to the eyes. All right, let's do the Nurgle's Rot. I'm still like, I've watched so many videos about how to properly paint a miniature, you know, and it's like I've seen what a lot of these people do, but like when I'm actually in the process of painting this stuff, it's very hard for me to remember exactly how to like add all those extra layers of detail to it, you know. I mean, that maybe sounds like a cop-out, but it's honestly really difficult to remember everything that you could do. What?
Couldn't find any water in there.
Well, there's... Okay. Then just fucking get regular water then, Andrew.
What the fuck?
Hold up. I'll go to white. And then I need a black. Have it on black. Yes, that's... Oh, fuck. Yeah, considering how much you paid for the damn thing, I'd be building that shit fucking today. Like, the moment I got home, I would be fucking painting it. There'd be no way in hell I wouldn't be fucking building that set right off the bat.
What time to eat?
It's 9:37.
Oh, past my bedtime, but I know not go to bed.
Yep.
Cause I don't have to. This house is mine now.
Well, as long as you actually go about building the set in the future and not just adding it to your pile of shame, then that's all right. But let's be honest. We all know where it's going. You mean, if you want to like donate, you know, just, you know, be a nice man and just like, you know, I have my doors wide open.
What are you talking about?
I'm free to have a fucking, you know, I always like surprises. Surprises are nice. You don't actually have to. I'm just fucking with you. Well, regardless of what you decide to put in there, I will be appreciative of it, man, because when I move up to Minnesota, honestly, like when I say this, when I move up to Minnesota, I do not plan on buying a single more minifigure, period, until I get a job. Whether that's a month, 2 months, 3 months, like it doesn't matter what it is. So I need to stock up now. I need to get enough miniatures to hold me off for when I get a new job. So if Megan, you're here, I'm saying this now, when I move up there, I do not plan on buying a single minifigure with the money that I collect whether that be from child support or what. So whatever you can send a brother to help hold him off for 2 months straight, then that will be my consolation. Well, what I want to do is I want to get through everything that I own. Every single thing that I buy from here until then, I want to be able to get through it all within the time that I'm not working, you know? So, yeah. That's why I'm kind of just mass buying stuff now, just so I have plenty to do, plenty to work on, and to not get bored whatsoever the entire time that I'm out of work. That's not really a good excuse, but that's what you're gonna get. Because there's no way in hell I'm sitting at home not working for 2 fucking months straight, having nothing to do, just playing video games every day, all day. Like, that's just not gonna happen. So I want to have enough to work on. If I fucking spend 10 hours in one day working on it, I want to have enough for 10 hours, you know? That's just what's going to come down to. You can be at the lake, because by the fucking 10th time being at the lake, you can kiss my ass with that, because I do not enjoy that as much as you do, Missy, over there in fucking Minnesota. I do not enjoy kayaking as much as you do, so by the second week, I'm going to be like, all right, I'm dropping your ass off at 8 a.m. You can enjoy your time. I'm coming home and I'm painting minifigures. So, yeah. Don't think you're ever going to turn me into a fucking hardcore kayaker, because that ain't happening at all. Yeah, she can fucking do 10,000 lakes all she wants, but this man ain't doing that. It's not that I don't enjoy kayaking, it's just not it's just not the fucking hobby that I intended for myself. And I've gone and done it, but it's a lot of fucking work, a lot of exercise, and just no. Oh, yeah. No. Chris, when I say I'm going to be going to the gym and fucking getting abs during the entire time that I'm not working, I mean that. Oh, yes, for sure. I will definitely be fucking going to the gym every single day. I plan on starting actually a new series for my channel. Once I get to my ideal weight of 200 pounds, I plan on changing my series from a weight loss series into a muscle gain. So I plan on getting a membership when I move up there. And then from there all the way until I start work, I'm going to be focusing on building muscle. That's all I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to necessarily build abs by that point, but I'm hoping to be at least 2 to 3 times stronger by the time I start working again. That's the current goal that I have. So you better be fucking certain that I'm going to be working my ass off at the gym, building that shit up. You don't have to worry about that. All right, so honestly, I think, no, I'm not done yet. Let me add a little bit of the dirty down. Oh, fuck, that's a lot. Yeah, I would rather be inside enjoying my time indoors. We're going to add the little rusting effect on this armor piece. I didn't mean to fucking have that big of a goddamn lump. So I'm adding random rust effects to the armor at the moment, to create that realistic effect of rust on the armor. Because since I brightened it up with the highlighting, I want to darken it down now with the rust effect, and just kind of throw it in a random spot all around the armor. Some places will have more rust, some places won't, but they will all have a certain amount to an extent. Yep, that's what I said the exact same thing, Chris. Opposites attract. She was just looking for her homebody, her nerd. It's okay. She doesn't have to admit it. I'll admit it for her. We all know that's what she wanted. All right. Well, honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that you were in a wheelchair, I don't think we would have been together. To be honest, just because of how much of an outdoorsy person you are, I highly doubt you would have actually even considered being my partner if it wasn't for the fact that you were in a wheelchair. I mean, it's sad to say, but it's the reality of the situation. It's only because, well, obviously there's other aspects that attracted you to me, but if you weren't in the position that you were currently in, would have been no way. Even if we were on the same dating profile and we met on the same dating profile, you probably wouldn't have fucking swiped, what is it, left for me? It just wouldn't have happened. So we can kind of, in a way, chop it up to the wheelchair being the deciding factor of what brought us together in the initial bit. Granted, there's more to it than that now, but the beginning aspect of our relationship really was brought about by you being in a wheelchair. The universe has planned us to be together, I guess. All right, I'm not gonna talk. I need to add the eyes to this in a minute. Okay, well let me let this dry a bit. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like right now. Oh, let me zoom it back. A little bit back. So I added rust to it. So those are all the little spots that you see at the moment. cat. Well, get your fucking ass down.
What was that?
I sprayed him
What?
with the water. Alright, no, we're not doing the black. This needs more white. Alright, so last bit. Honestly, for now, until I get that uwu shit, I'm gonna call it good tonight with this. I mean, I can still see plenty of things that I can do, but I feel like it's good enough. You know, it's not the best by any means. I might add more to it in the future, but honestly, I feel it looks fine as it is. I don't need to be perfect with it. I just need to stop being a fucking perfectionist and just accept what it's at. The level, the detail that it's currently at, you know? Alright, hold up. Come on. Fuck. Ender, turn that down now.
He's just yelling loud.
Oh my god, this guy looks like shit.
This sailor set out on his small boat to fish. He brought bottles of whiskey and drank it.
I can't fucking do eyes, man.
He accidentally cut his finger on the hook. Frustrated with his life.
Look at this. Look at how fucked up and stupid he looks now.
He threw the whiskey bottles into the sea. Deep below, the bottles sank where a strange glass-like creature.
Okay, hold up. Look how stupid he looks now.
The glass man appeared on the boat, leaving the sailor stunned. He smiled and offered a drink. Hesitant, the sailor accepted, and they drank together. The glass man urged him to drink more and more. At one
Fucking
point, the sailor
stupid.
noticed a small bird perched on the glass man's shoulder. When the glass man angrily slapped it away, the sailor's anger.
I know, I need something more fine-tipped.
Realized how destructive alcohol was. He grabbed a crate and smashed the glass man. The sailor woke up. It had all been a dream, but the message was clear. He had faced his demon and vowed never to drink again. This sailor.
I'm just gonna do a glow effect with them. I'm gonna try the other eyes right here.
Today I'm proving how tall I am. When you look up how tall is G-Man currently, it says I'm often misreported as 5'7", but I'm actually 5'9". That's because a while ago I made a fake call basically saying I'm short, but today we find out. Let's do this. Okay, here we go. 194 cm, which is 6.36 feet, but let's just say I'm 6'4". Today I'm proving how tall I am. When you look up how tall is G-Man currently, it says I'm often misreported as 5'.
This butcher was about to kill this lobster cat, but then
Julie saves the cat's life and starts playing with it in the park. Then both of them sit near the water and enjoy, but the lobster cat gets lost. Then many dirty lobsters come and kidnap Julie and try to kill her. Seeing Julie in such a dirty condition, Lobster Cat quickly reaches there to help Julie, and using her magical powers, kills all the lobsters and saves Julie's life. But the cat is crying a lot because you don't like him. This butcher was about to kill this lobster cat, but then
Look at that.
Julie saved her.
How's that look? Can you see that? Kind of. Maybe. It looks okay, I guess. It's not the best. Honestly, I think I'm going to call this here, guys, because I don't know what else to do with it. I think I've done everything that I can with what I currently have. I've spent the better part of, I don't know, an hour and 30 minutes on this. I'll just show you what it looks like real quick. I know, I need to stop just being hard on myself. I know. Hold up, let me move it closer so you can see. There you go. We'll just rotate him. Oh, fuck. But yeah, that be it. I am donezo with this guy for now. In the future, I'll probably do more, but for the moment, I'm done. I'm going to put all this away, and tomorrow we're going to work on some flesh tears, because I've been wanting to paint them now for the last week. Let me zoom out real quick so you can see. But this is what we got to work with. We got quite the shit to work on, to be honest. So this guy we will work on tomorrow. I will work on this guy. So I might do a custodian this weekend too, or this week as well. I might do this guy at some point this week, just because I want to do the gold pattern, and I haven't really worked on a custodian in a couple weeks at this point. But yeah. But yeah. That's what we're going to do. We're going to work on flesh tears tomorrow, and then we'll do another flesh tears, probably this guy, on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we'll work on another death guard. I don't know, some random one, probably like this guy right here. Wednesday, and then Thursday, we'll do another death guard. So that will be the line for this week. I think that's what we're going to do. And then next week, not starting this week, but the week after that, we will finally officially spend 4 days, 3 to 4 days on this guy, the Dreadnought. We will finally get the fucking Dreadnought finished. We'll get him painted. We'll get him looking nice. But I don't want to work on him yet. I want to work on him. I want to have a whole week to do him. So, yes, we will work on Dreadnought. So for now, this is our lineup for the rest of the week. I'm going to set those aside for now. Oh. So we know what we're doing. Even in death, I serve. But yeah, so let me finish cleaning up all of this. This away. That right there, my wallet. So here we go. Oops. Fucking didn't put the lid on that. So we got 4 guys to work on. This one, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then if I manage to get, I'm gonna do more poxwalkers this weekend. So we'll pull out a few more poxwalkers to work on. Let's do 3. We do 3 poxwalkers this weekend. But that's everything we're gonna work on. We'll get 4 plus 3 poxwalkers done this weekend. But yeah, and then starting Sunday, we will work on the Dreadnought. That one's gonna be fun. I can't wait to do him. I've been wanting to do him for a while, but I've been scared in a way to do him. But we will get him done. I promise. So, yeah, from there, I don't know. I will let you guys know what we're going to work on next weekend on Sunday. But for now, I'm going to end this live stream here. I appreciate Chris, Megan, for joining in. We got the HellBrute finally done. Took me 4 days, but we got them done. I'll talk to you guys in the morning. I'll message you in the morning, Megan. But have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, Chris. And we'll talk to you later. Oh, Lord. All right, Ender.